Hey, what's up, guys? Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of our daily stock market insights. And yeah, I woke up early today, and so of course, I want to make sure that I am able to cover our stock market review before the market opens today. And before I get started, if this is your first time to watch my video, I'm Miss JD, and I do review stocks in the Philippine market, sometimes in the US market. And please feel free to drop a comment if you'd like to request your stock to be reviewed or any comment for that matter. I read all of them, and yeah, I appreciate your feedback as well. In the meantime, so if you like that, go ahead and drop a comment, and feel free to hit the subscribe button as well, so that you're always updated whenever I have new videos. Okay, let's get started. So yesterday was a not so good picture for our index. We had a red candlestick yesterday. So if this is our resistance, we slightly declined, as you can see here. See that? So slowly we are showing some weakness, but it's really critical that we do not cross, because I'm using a Bollinger Band, by the way. This is a Bollinger Band and an RSI, so it's critical that we do not break the our MA20 in our Bollinger Band, because if that happens, that means we are going to face some more uh, correction in the coming days. And in the event we do, I will not be surprised, because we've been rallying for so many weeks now, and probably our big players are already profitable and they just want to lock in some profit. But um, today could be another roller coaster ride in the Philippine market. Let's find out. And just know our key levels here. MA20 should not break, otherwise you will see some more dips. And let's check out our stocks, individual stocks. I understand this is the index. Uh, it's the collective performance of the top companies in the Philippine market, or our blue chip companies. So we have to deep dive into each one to, of course, understand the overall direction of our stocks. And I just have to go through one request. This is for tech. Tech has been very profitable, or bullish in the past how many days or even weeks. As you can see from here, it went all the way up here to the 772 level, but we had a solid 3.49% drop in yesterday's market performance. But we still have the MA20 here. So similar to our index, we have to make sure that this holds around the MA20 area. Otherwise, you will see some more dips. So the reason why I'm saying that that's a support, because of course MA20, for the past how many weeks now, each time the MA20 is hit, there's a bounce that's happening. As well as here, if you're to look back, you do a retest here. This area is also a support, and you have a resistance right here and here as well. So I think that's just simply confirming our key level at the moment. See that resistance that became a support, and now we stopped at this level. So that's our support that we're looking at. Likewise, we had a foreign buying that happened yesterday, so probably the big players took advantage of this bearish sentiment, so they must have added more volume into their shares. Now, if you want to understand the bigger picture, you just have to zoom out a little bit, and understand the overall direction. So we have been moving overall sideways since the pre-pandemic, the month before or January. I mean, yeah, the entire 2020. If you are to look at it, the overall direction is just some slight fluctuation here, but overall, if you're to look at it, it's more on sideways. But probably if you're a holder of tech, this will be a great opportunity for you to add more volume if you're a mid to long term investor. Okay, so that is for tech. Let's take a look at the most trending stocks from yesterday. Okay, first of all, Dito has been uh, dominating the performance yesterday. Well, the rest. Well, if you're to look at my portfolio, we're still on a green overall in our main portfolio, but a lot of our stocks declined. But good thing it wasn't that um, significant decline. So most of them just dipped by 1%. So please exclude this now and SEC. I don't have that on my portfolio, but look at it. So we had some dips. Tech, I'm not too worried because we have a good base there. So I'm still thinking of adding if I see a confirmation of a bounce today. But Tito has been my was my rock star yesterday. So this was a 5%, 5.3% increase with foreign buying. So that's really good. The next area that it will have to challenge would be, I know I can easily remember this, around the 856 level there. So sometimes if the chart gets too noisy, and you're a mid to long term investor, really worth looking at the big picture. And you can do that by zooming out a little bit or changing your time frame to a weekly or even monthly. Okay, so just know that we have a resistance nearby, but in case volume is still there, um, the sentiment is still there, then of course there's a big chance that we could easily break that. And for all we know, today could be a gap up day. We don't really know. But definitely this is a resistance. And once a resistance gets broken, let's say you have one entire candlestick outside of that, then of course you will have some more uh, probably another a wave of higher high right there. So, yeah, interesting day. An interesting day ahead for Dito. Check out Acen. Acen also, I think for Acen, this is a gap up on a weekly chart. This 662 was the previous resistance. We had a solid gap up, or yeah, we broke. So this is what I'm trying to envision for Dito today. Hopefully that happens. So there was a slight gap up that happened from yesterday for ASEAN, and that's a solid one green candlestick higher than the resistance. So that's a breakout definitely. And so what I'm anticipating is that we will have a continuation. There could be retest of this previous resistance, and it might create a brand new support there. So we don't know if it is going to happen within the day, but sometimes it could continue another green, or within the day we'll have one long wick touch the MA, our new support, and then continue to move up. So that could also be a possibility, but definitely know that we are now entering like a brand new wave of higher high for ASEN. So very bullish for this stock. We also are starting to trigger the upper Bollinger Band, and you know what happens right there when Bollinger Band gets triggered, right? From a constricted one. This one is the best one. That's why I really like constricted Bollinger Bands. So if it it becomes constricted and it starts to trigger the upper band, you will notice a significant improvement in the price. And well, sometimes it doesn't really happen like that all the way up there. You could also have something like this. Do you see this? Constricted, slight improvement, and then go back again and becomes constricted again. So pretty much, I still see that kind of movement for Acen. So this is somehow, um, your Bollinger Band becomes slimmer, becomes constricted, but the moment it starts to trigger the upper band, there will be a continuation to the upside. So I'm bullish for the stock. Anywhere between 662 to 715 would still be an okay level. You have good volume right here. See that? Volume is significant. BDO also retraced. Good thing. So good thing I was able to lock in some profit the other day at 114 before it even dropped to the 112. So just a few minutes before I took profit, the price dropped, and there was a continuation, but still, um, I have some shares left here, and this is the biggest portion of my portfolio. Uh, but we have a really good base around the 93, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 93 level. That is my current average. We are still going to hold onto our position, and at any time probably. Um, well, the most important thing here for today is that it should also hold our MA20 line. Pretty much the same as how I mentioned it in our index. It has to hold the MA20 line, otherwise it will drop even further, and probably around 102 level or 106 level first, because there's a support here. Um, and then 101 would be the next one. But very critical, we have to watch out for the MA20 level. But in case it is going to drop, I will just have to add more, considering that if we are to look at this stock long term, we are still way below, right, the cheap level. So that is if you are a holder of BDO. So just buy the dips, add more volume when it drops, as you know. This stock is also very stable. This company is very stable. Volume is still right here. Well, yeah, still volume is at an acceptable level. Let's talk about Mary Mart. Mary Mart also managed to bounce, but this is what we're going to do. For Mary Mart, I would like to plot a box right here. So that will be our key level to a key area to observe. Wow, 7 million foreign buying. So if let's say if you want to still get in this stock, maybe what you can do is wait for a break out of this Darvas box, because currently it is consolidating within this key level over here, but the green candlestick from yesterday is going to be it is a good um, starting point. Because it was stabilizing at this area, and then we have boom, solid green. And chances are with this foreign buying that we saw, slight increase in the volume, then of course I have a strong feeling that today could be another green day, and maybe if we fully end outside of this box, then that's again a breakout, uh, an all-time high for. So if it beats this key level 667, that's going to be an all-time high. Okay, but interesting area to watch out for Mary Mart. Overall, I'm bullish for this stock. Look at this for MRC. So we had a red for 2 days, and then it managed to recover with foreign buying. Okay, so this is our key area to watch out for, 59 or 60. So anywhere between 59 and 60, that is still an okay level. Okay, interesting. First, let's see, where could you be taking profit if you are a just if you're going to trade this. Maybe this is a key area to watch out for. Yeah, this one, the 72. It might challenge that first because you have this level slightly higher over here, but it's an area, so it could be somewhere between 0.73 to 0.77. That will be our next resistance. But at any time you see fluctuation within the day, um, just be extra careful because you're also at the overbought level. But if the stock is really bullish, it can stay there for a little while. Yeah, okay, interesting for MRC. Fair to look at the bigger picture. Yeah, it could easily reach the previous all-time high around the 0.94. Wow, we're really very near that all-time high. 0.94. GTCAP. GTCAP. So overall, the direction is downwards, but we started recovering back in around October. So where are we? Oh, not a good picture. This MA20 line was broken, and chances are, of course, by today, I see the stock giving us another red candlestick, and maybe we could be reaching the 570 level again. So if you're, this is again a very stable company, part of the index. However, if you know that your technicals could still give you a chance to enter at a cheaper price, then just reserve your buying power and find the perfect entry. At the moment, I'm seeing 570 level as our nearest support. So try to check out this stock as we approach that level. See if we are going to have some stabilization, something like this. Okay, and as we go near the MA20, or I mean as we go near the support or the resistance, normally the body of our candlestick becomes smaller and smaller, so maybe we have to also observe that. Let's check out the other stocks now. Also somehow followed the movement of our DITO, but compared to DITO, now just had a 0.79% increase in the price. Let's find out. Because currently we could be just moving within our box over here. Okay, let's have this. Could be here. Yeah, that could be our Darvas box, and we're just moving within this range. But at any time you break out of that, then that's a much better picture. Although there's also a resistance right here. Let's see the weekly chart. Yeah, maybe I have to increase this a little bit. Okay, let's use that because I see price level hitting this area. So if you go back to the daily chart, at least it's more accurate. So it could be move some more at this level, but that is still part of your resistance, and it is just still swing within this range. So if you just want to be conservative, maybe catch it when the price revisits the 462, if it visits the 462. Otherwise, you can wait for it to break out of this box for a breakout play. APL is now at the overbought level. I'm not really sure what's pushing the price for APL, but definitely I see a resistance right at this area, overbought. So one thing to watch out for today is that if it breaks this resistance level, then you have a breakout play. Otherwise, let's see if it overall, if it moves below the 0.0971 level, then it could retrace and rest for a while before it continues its uptrend. For now, I see this area. Maybe I can. This is what I'll do. I'll do a Fibonacci retracement. So this is our lowest point. Okay, let's use this area. Okay, so we're right. It could first challenge this key level because 1, 2, and this one as well, very near the key area. It could first bounce. If it is going to have some rejection in the resistance level, it could bounce up to here. That's the first line. And the lowest point could be, of course, 0.618. So at least you have some key levels to watch out for. In case it stabilizes at that point, then it could mean a bounce at that level. So just be extra careful with the overbought area that we are in right now. So, and that this is your resistance as well. When I say resistance, guys, for the newbies who are watching our video, that could serve as your ceiling. And whenever a price hits that area, it's being rejected. You know, imagine a ball you throw up the ceiling, it gets rejected. And a support, same methodology. If you drop the ball and uh, hits the ground, it bounces. So your support is like your ground, your floor. So at this point, for instance, in URC, I see a resistance right at this level. It's an area. By the way, when you say support and resistance, it's always an area. It could be a little higher or lower. So don't quote me when I say 160.53. It could be a little higher or lower, right? And by the way, guys, these insights that I'm sharing to you, I'm not a financial guru. I'm not a financial advisor. The reason why I'm doing this every single day is we want to build that muscle memory that every single day you train your mind, we train our brains to look at the chart so that the longer we expose ourselves to these things, then we become better at it and we become faster in identifying directions. So our skill is formed. And so if you notice, in my channel, I've been doing this for just in my channel 1 year and a half. But I started with Facebook. I have a page, guys, by the way. It's Invest in the Stock Market. I actually started there. I was doing live sessions there. So I started back in June of 2019. So by June of 2021, then we are now in our second year. Wow. So I've been doing this for 1 year and a half, doing live. And the reason why I was doing that is because I just want to document my thoughts. And each time the market ends, I go back to these videos. To this day, I do that, guys. So maybe you can do that as well. It's like an alternative of journaling. But this time around, I'm not just documenting my trades. I'm just documenting my thoughts. Okay, so let's say URC. I see 160.53 as a resistance, and let's say for this stock, I see it dropping up to the 152 area, and yeah, actually it is. So what I'm going to do next, by the way, it's 153.76. What I'm going to do next when the market closes, I go back to these videos and validate if indeed we have created a support at the 153.76. Okay, so maybe you can do the same. Or if you want, you can take advantage of this video and watch it again to find out if our insights are correct and just apply the best practices that you can get from these videos that we make here. Okay, so going back to URC. URC has given us a red yesterday. Where our RSI is still looking healthy. We also had some foreign buying. So I just have a feeling that it is just going to create a new support at its previous resistance because before our resistance was 153.76 area, and we managed to break out of that. So remember our Acen, where we just had a breakout. We could be doing the same here. I mean, Acen could do the same there. It will move slightly higher, and then it will create a brand new support at its previous resistance. And this is how a perfect example of that. We broke out of that resistance, and we're revisiting to retest the new level. Create a support right there. Let's take a look at MBT. MBT, oh, nice. We had a bounce for MBT. So this is a bounce. It respected our MA20 line, and this could mean a good sign for MBT. We could recover some more. Look at that. This stock has already dropped significantly. At one point, it reached 96 level. Yeah. And slowly we are recovering. The volume is also starting to climb up here. You see the cloud there? That means that the average of our volume is already increasing. So that's nice. 49.40 guys, that's our support. PHA. PHA, nice. We also had, we managed to bounce and create a support at the 0.99 area. So that's a good one. Hopefully we can see some more or a continuation for this stock. Use 0.99 as your support. What about JFC? JFC went back to our MA20 line. Let's find out. If we see a green candlestick today, then that means we are respecting still our MA20 level, and we could have a continuation there. Because if it happens, this has created a higher low, and then bounce. Chances are it will continue its uptrend, and it will create a higher high. But we gotta check this area first. Let's see if there is a green today. All right, I think that is it for today's stock market review. So we have just revisited, or we have reviewed the highly traded stocks from yesterday. And yeah, don't forget to drop a comment if you have some requests, and hit the like so that YouTube will discover Miss JD and start to introduce our videos to more people. All right, and in case you're interested in trading the US market or investing in the US market, I have my eToro link. You may create your account through that link as well to show your support here. But definitely creating an account is free, and you can start trading with as low as $200. You can deposit $200 and you already can start trading. And I think for cryptocurrency, the lowest amount you can trade is $25. For the stocks, you can trade as low as $50. So yeah, and if you go long, or if your position is you're betting for the stock to go higher and you do not borrow money from the platform through the leverage, then you're not charged. No fees. So that's good. Okay, so second, I'm also in Patreon. I'm starting to build my community there. So far, our group is still very small. So yeah, if you're interested to join our group, you just click that link down below. All right, thank you, and good luck on your trades today. See ya. Bye bye for now.